This episode of Another Great Day is brought to you by Boots with the Fur. It's Thursday, April 13th, 2023. I'm Aaron, and that's Chris.
Hello, it's me.
Hey, and we'd like to welcome you back to Another Great Day, the podcast designed to encourage interaction, creativity, and conversation. Isn't that right, Chris?
That is accurate.
All three, all the time, as Chris says.
C-C-I.
C-C-I. C-C-I.
ICC. It's not the best acronym.
No, it doesn't flow that well.
We'll work on
but
it.
You know what does flow, Chris?
I hear a noise.
This segment, the best segment ever. Today's topic for the best segment ever is...
What's the best movie? What is the best movie?
Ooh, okay. So right off the top of my head, I'm trying to think, what's a movie I could watch over and over and over and over and over again? Now I'm thinking of movies I have watched over and over and over and over again. So let's do this. All right, let's keep it quick. Let's do our favorite and then an honorable mention. How about that?
Okay, go for it.
All right, you guys listening right now, I want you guys to do the same thing. Have your favorite movie, but have like your next favorite, because it's hard to pick a favorite sometimes. So, Chris, you want to go first? You want me to go first?
You go first. Go for it.
All right. So the first movie that popped in my mind, a movie that I watched a bazillion times as a kid, was Disney's Aladdin.
Ooh,
the animated movie Aladdin. I loved that movie as a kid. The soundtrack was banging. The genie, Robin Williams, just beyond funny. And it was a good story of good triumphing over evil. Aladdin never gave up, and I dug that. But that was good.
You want me to go now, and then you come back to your honorable mention?
Yes. Now
back
hit
and
it
forth?
up.
All right.
Yeah, let's do it back and forth.
For about 20 years, my favorite movie, which I'm going to say favorite is the best, was Mary Poppins.
What? Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
I love Mary Poppins. I don't know why. I know why. I say that a lot. I often say on this podcast, I think something and I say, I don't know why. I think about it. I do know why.
In the words of the band, the Backstreet Boys, tell me why.
It is because it has such wonderful music. When you listen to it, all the songs fill me with so much happiness that I get teary-eyed. If I'm not crying in a movie, I'm not enjoying the movie. I don't know why. That's amazing. I don't mind crying. Doesn't matter to me. Now in real life, I don't cry very often at all, but only when I'm watching media, I guess. I don't know.
Well, then one conversation coin goes to you, Chris. That was a great answer.
So,
and I bet there are people in the car nodding along because Mary Poppins is quite beloved.
So what's your...
Julie Andrews and Dick Van Dyke. How can you go wrong?
That's true. So there's an 8-minute segment at the end where they're singing one song called Step in Time. I don't know why. It's very repetitive and redundant. But it's so much fun watching them dance, and the song keeps building and going, and there's the climax, the movie. It's wonderful.
Oh, I love it. My honorable mention is going to be a movie that I cannot recommend to our younger audiences until they get older, but it's called Tombstone. And it is a Western, and in my opinion, it is the best Western movie ever made.
Really?
Yes.
I don't think I've ever actually watched it.
Well, there you go. I've never seen Mary Poppins. You've never seen Tombstone.
So I may have to... My wife has seen it. She's mentioned it many times. My honorable mention is probably Finding Nemo.
We've talked about this before.
Yeah. I think it's the music on Finding Nemo. Again.
Yes.
I'm really drawn in by music.
And there's a fun fact about the composer that did the music for Finding Nemo, right? Isn't there something interesting about it?
Thomas Newman, I believe. Yeah, okay. Same guy who did lots of 90s dramatic feature films. But
not animated fish movies.
Yeah, he did very, very serious adult films. Yeah, or grown
Interesting.
films.
How about that?
Yeah.
All right. Well, listen, listeners. That's right. I just called you out. If you have a best thing topic you'd like us to discuss, or if you have a best movie that you'd like to tell us about, every day on our Instagram, I post a question that you can respond to. We'd love to hear it. And in fact, Chris, we probably need to make time to read some of these responses. We have a ton of responses from our Instagram page that we probably need to go over. So maybe next Friday, we can schedule a little bit of time to review some of the questions we've had in the week and some of the responses. We'll keep them anonymous. Don't worry, everybody. Anyways, find us on our Instagram page, Another Great Day Podcast.
And that'll bring us to this day in history.
Thanks, Chris. Well, on this day in 1997, a 21-year-old Tiger Woods wins the prestigious Masters tournament by a record 12 strokes in Augusta, Georgia. Now, some of you might know Tiger Woods, but did you know that? He was 21 years old when he won the Masters. That's amazing. It made him the youngest golfer by 2 years to ever win the Masters. And listen to me right now, he didn't stop there. He kept winning. That's awesome.
And that will do it this day in history.
Well, this next segment's called the Question of the Day. And just like Chris says, if you're new to this, we'll ask a question and encourage you to take a minute to answer the question with those around you. He doesn't really always say that, but I just decided I'd tell y'all that he says that. Anyways, we'll give you about 10 seconds to answer the question. And if you need more time, we'll pause the show and come right back. We'll be here waiting for you. All right. Today's question of the day is, if you could be the youngest person to set a world record for blank. I just hit my desk, sorry. If you could be the youngest person to set a record for blank, what would it be? We'll be right back. All right, welcome back. We hope you had a great discussion. Chris, if you could be the youngest person to set a world record for something, what would it be?
I'm going to set a record for the youngest 100-year-old to eat a pizza. Tonight. I'm going to do it.
The youngest 100-year-old?
I'm already too old to be the youngest at most things, so I don't
Disqualified.
I don't know. What can I be the youngest at if I'm already 37?
I'm sure there's lots of things. Alexander Graham Bell was like 27 when he invented the telephone. I mean, you've only got 10 years on him. No big deal.
What do you got?
All right. So for me, I'm going to be the youngest person to ever speed run Mario 3 in less than 5 minutes somehow. Probably physically not possible. I'm going to figure out a way to do it. In college, Chris, I actually did speed run Mario 3 and I was at like 12 minutes, which was, I think, 2 minutes shy of the world record. But I could beat Mario 3 in its entirety with no cheats in 12-ish minutes.
Wow.
So that's always been a looming goal. Will it make me money? It will not. Will it help my family? It will not. But it'll be a fun thing to do. All right. Well, great talk today, Chris. Let's take a quick break and check in with our dad joke correspondent on location.
Hey, Aaron. Hey, Chris. I'm here with my kids, and we're trying to figure out which is faster, hot or cold. What do you guys think?
Hot. Hot.
Oh, yep, it's hot. Because you can always catch a cold. Have another great day.
That joke certainly gives me the chills.
We'll be right back. Welcome back to Another Great Day. I'm Aaron, and that's Chris, and we are glad you're here. It's Thursday, April 13th, 2023, and this part of our show is called The Word of Wisdom. This is where we'll take a minute to go through a proverb or wise saying and then give you our take. All right, here we go.
Today's word of wisdom comes to us from Proverbs 21:19.
The NLT version of the Bible says it's better to live alone in the desert than with a quarrelsome, complaining wife.
The Amplified version of the Bible says it is better to dwell in a desert land than with a contentious and troublesome woman.
Well, just like the best segment ever and the discussion question of the day, we'd like to take this time to encourage you to take a minute and discuss this proverb with those around you. Well, that'll do it for today. Let's cue the music and wrap things up. Our mission here is to encourage interaction, creativity, and conversation.
So even though today's show may have come to an end, that does not mean your discussions have to come to an end.
We thank you for listening and hope you make it another
Great
day. We'll see you tomorrow. We're doing 18 holes this Saturday. You coming? Yeah, I'm coming. My name's Aaron, not Bill, though. Okay, cool, great. Bring your clubs. We'll be there. All right. So I get there. Oh no! I accidentally brought the golf bag where all of the golf clubs have boots on them instead of normal wood or metal heads. Dang it! But I don't have time to go back.
Fur on them. Yep.
So I've got furry boot golf clubs.
Right.
And I'm in a desert. This is the worst possible golf course ever. What is this? A golf course for ants?
But something even more special. You have a cold.
What's wrong, Bill? It's not my name. I have a cold. Okay. Here we go.
You know what, Bill, Aaron? This dry air will help you out get over your cold faster.
I feel better already, Jehoshaphat. Thank you.
And
that's my golf partner.
Unbeknownst to you, until this exact moment, they're just golf club covers that look like boots.
Dun, dun, dun. Well, I'll tell you what. I'm going to give it my all. I'm going to go full Happy Gilmore, and I'm going to wind up, and I'm going to take a swing. And odds are, I'm probably not making par on this one. What about you, Chris?
I'm just imagining a sand trap.
Giant sand trap.
It's a
and
trap.
then you zoom out and we're actually inside of a gigantic ant farm in some kid's room. And that kid is an alien. And we're on the planet Pluto. And we've been somehow captured and forced to play weird boot golf for aliens.
The end.